Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekend advice for the weekend of May 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2017. Thank you very much for joining me. So this is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about these energies in order to use them for our highest good. Since we are looking at energies, these will play out in different ways for different people. So try to keep an open mind and take away the message of the reading and then apply it to your own situation if you feel that it speaks to that, if it makes sense to what you are going through. So I'm going to show you the cards and then tie the messages together. So we have number 39, disruption. Communication, number 41. From the tarot, we have the Queen of Pentacles again. We've seen her this week. The Guide, or the Temperance card, and we've seen this week as well. And the Nine of Pentacles, and I think we had the Nine of Pentacles this week as well, but we definitely had the 8 and the 10, didn't we? And you know, you can tell that we're in the time of Taurus, can't we? With all this earth energy. Then we also have best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. And simplicity, put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. So with these cards, what I'm looking at here, for some of us this weekend may bring some disagreements or even potential arguments with those around us, and this could be because of people losing track of what's important. Now this could be, you know, arguments over money, or arguments over what some people think you should and shouldn't do, arguments over, you know, your choices or how we choose to live our lives and what we choose to be good for us and so on and so forth. It could also be arguments with female figures, mother figures or sisters or friends that are female during this time as well. What I'm getting here is miscommunication. Something said and then egos get in the way and kind of twist the message, and that causes disruption. We do have number 41 here, which adds up to a 5, so that is about change, circumstances changing, and then we have the 39, and then 3 plus 9 is 12, and that's a 3. So things are changing, something's moving forward in a positive way, but not everyone can see that, or not everyone can be on board with this change. And so there may be a need to stand up for ourselves, or a need for us to explain what we're doing, or a need for us to definitely be patient with our communication during this weekend, because we know that whatever it is that is changing now, or the changes that we're making, we know that these are for our highest good, that these are meant to bring in balance, and that these are meant to bring us security and safety. But people around us may not see it that way, or they may not understand where we're coming from and where we're trying to get to. So with the best friends cards here, this is about loyalty. It is about being patient with those close to us, and for others this is about, you know, giving people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe someone's trying but they just don't get it, but they mean well. But it's also a card that talks about loyalty and what is important to us, and it's time to make some changes about that. I do feel like for a lot of us, we have been thinking about some changes, and now we decide that it's time to start these changes, or we have been working on doing things differently for ourselves for a little while. And during this weekend is when we inform the rest of the world that this is what I'm doing now. I'm doing things differently. If there are any disagreements or arguments, I do feel that we will be able to see them coming. If we stay calm and patient, we will see them coming, and we will be able to nip that situation in the bud by, focusing on what matters. That's why the simplicity card is here. It's saying, okay, what is important? What is worth having an argument over? What is truly important to us, and it's worth us standing up for that? And what is it that just complicates things unnecessarily? The simplicity card says, you know what, take a step back and assess what is it that truly matters here, and what is it that we can move past because it's just not important. What is it that will keep us in balance, and what is it that may cause disruption? And then just making the choices we need to make to ensure that we stay in balance. So whatever argument may want to try and happen, so to speak, we can avoid it by staying calm, focusing on what matters, and being clear and direct. So simple, okay? Simple communication, clear, direct, to the point. That's what that means. And things will be fine. This could also be about something we've been waiting on, something we've been investing in, something we've been working on. It's finally coming to fruition. So there will be reason to celebrate during this weekend. We may go out in nature, we may go out and have a barbecue, we may just travel and be with friends or family. And I feel that we will have some surprises as well. Not expecting people to be as supportive, or not expecting to receive help because we haven't asked for it. Not expecting to receive the good news that we will receive. And the disruption card here, I'm also getting it as surprise over success, or surprise because we had a breakthrough with something that we didn't really think we would. And so we receive communication that something did go through, and it brings us success with the Nine of Pentacles. It brings us security with the Queen of Pentacles, and it opens the door for new opportunities and new possibilities. This is also about, for some of us, our friends may need us during this time. Our friends or our family, our close ones or loved ones, they may need us at this time. Maybe they don't know how to express themselves. If you see that something's off with a friend or a member of your family, like there's just something off with them, then this is about not taking it personally, and just going to them and saying, is everything okay? You seem a little bit on edge, or you wouldn't normally talk this way, or you wouldn't normally react this way. Is everything okay? Can I help with anything? But it's about staying balanced through whatever's going on that's different than usual, staying balanced, getting to the bottom of things, and then making it into something positive, if possible. Because again, we think about what really matters here and what can be overlooked. What is it that deserves us standing up and speaking up and having that argument if necessary? And what is it that can be resolved by just simplifying communication and just going back to basics? Okay, because I feel that we will have the opportunity to restore balance with relationships of any kind during this weekend, especially if things have been up and down, or we've been estranged. I feel that we will have the opportunity to restore balance during this weekend if we focus on what really matters. Okay, and if we do that, it's going to help us kind of overcome whatever it is in our ego consciousness that tells us that no, we're entitled to feel hurt, and we're entitled to be upset, and we're entitled to pout and not speak to that individual, especially if it's someone that we do care about. So the message is, okay, what really is important here? Do you want to stay upset? Or do you want to try and work things out, get to the bottom of things, clear things up so that you can move forward? I also see, reason to celebrate. This could be anything like finding out that someone's pregnant. This could also be a surprise visit. What I'm getting for some of you, and this person could be a friend or a family member or a loved one that, again, you didn't expect to see at this time, and I feel like there may be some surprise visits happening during this weekend. And I don't usually get signs, but I'm looking at Taurus and potentially Sagittarius in particular. And this may be, you, and you get a surprise visit, or for others, this is someone coming in that's a Taurus or a Sagittarius and Sun, Moon, or Rising. I don't usually get signs with these kinds of readings, but I did now, so maybe that's important to someone. Okay, maybe that is important to someone because we got that audio confirmation. For others, I do also see things coming back into balance, overcoming obstacles or recovering after a disruption. And we now restore that flow of communication, work, in our social life, with our health. That flow is restored. We're feeling more secure, more in control, healthier, more comfortable, okay, more at peace. It could also be a very productive weekend for some of us with this kind of energy. And then the key there is for us to be able to prioritize. Again, thinking what is important, what is urgent for me to do now, what can wait until tomorrow. So prioritizing is going to be key if we plan to work this weekend and if we intend to make it a productive weekend. This could also be, seeing support, receiving support that we didn't really expect from those around us to help us through, dealing with obstacles or difficult situations. And so the feeling of abundance that we get comes from seeing that we are loved and appreciated, and we have people there who want to help us. And so that just simplifies things a little bit, because it gives us that peace of mind for us to be able to have a clear head and just look at things for what they are and do what needs to be done. So, this could also be like reunions or reconciliations happening during this weekend after a time of disruption. We restore communication, whether we are the ones reaching out or this is the other person reaching out or the people involved reaching out. But I feel like if this is going on, then intentions are genuine, and it's a really good opportunity to restore a relationship, to restore it and strengthen it at the same time. And this is also a message that says, you know what, you've been through a lot, whether it's just been a busy week or if it's just been obstacles, difficulties, delays, anything like that. And it's time to just take a step back and have some fun. Okay, simple things. You don't have to come up with a big plan or anything like that. Going out and spending some time in a park, going out and spending time in nature, going out with friends, okay, and family during this time. It's going to help restore the flow. It's going to help restore the balance and bring in some positive energy and reasons to rejoice, to celebrate. And so that's going to be a good thing to do this weekend as well. But it is about what is important. Bottom line, what is important, what matters, what is worth fighting for, what is just not worth it and we should let it go, what is worth standing up for, what is worth working out and clearing things up with. So it's about prioritizing and then making some changes in order to reach whatever the goal is that we decide upon during this weekend. So that's our message. I hope it makes sense. There's a number of different messages there, so I hope that the messages make sense and that they help. Thank you once again for joining me and for being patient. And I will be working on the monthlies. I hope to be able to post them during this weekend. That's the plan. So bear with me a little while longer on that. But thank you so much for your support. I hope the messages make sense and I hope they help. Stay tuned for more videos and have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.